Yo, family, the Fed hike is now behind us. So what's next? Let's check the charts and let's protect our money. So the Fed rate hike is now in effect. So the markets reacted. As we discussed on here, no matter what, we saw a move lower. Here's the article from CNBC talking about that same hike last time we talked. Dow closed 500 points lower. Okay, aggressive rate hike. Although it was expected of that 3/4 of a point hike, still dropped. So what do we do from here? Let's take a look at the charts here to see what's going on in the futures market right now. The S&P right now is around 3750, so 3,750. We'll go ahead and round that out. And we have our wedge that we talked about numerous times, telling us that a move lower was in the works. All we needed was that clear close below this trend line. Remember, we said anything above the upper one, anything below the lower one, that we were going to get some action, and we knew what direction it was going to be. In this case, we knew that it was going to move lower because we had that close below it. So now we are testing around these lows that we said would likely happen. We still have a little bit more to go, a tad bit more pain, before we figure out what's the true next move. This support is going to be critical. Mark my words, this support will be critical, because if the floor falls out, we are likely going to see a severe move lower, and we'll have that continuation to the downside for an unknown amount of time. The next level that will likely be tested if this one fails is going to be around this area, around that 3,400 area. All right, keep that in mind. That's our next buy level, family. If we want to get into some more stocks, we're going to wait for this dust to settle, because there'll be more blood on the streets. If we want to pick up more stock, wait for the S&P 3,400 area. That way we'll have our best possible entry, because most stocks are going to follow the indexes anyway. There's your tip. All right, let's go ahead and check out the Dow, which dropped, we just talked about, from futures, and see what's happening there. That's around 30,000. 30,000 is where it is currently sitting, and it is dancing, just dancing, waiting for its next move. So we're going to see what happens at this level. This is a critical level as well for the Dow. 30,000, as you can see, is the line in the sand for the support. We talked about the support, resistance. This is the major parts of the chart that we have to identify in order to protect ourselves. That 30,000 area is a great entry area to start. Okay, we're going to start here. If it falls lower, the next price level that we need to protect our money at is likely around this 28,000 area. Okay, we're going to wait for 28,000 to try to get more. That's S&P futures 3,400. This is Dow around 28,000. I said 2,800 before. My bad. 28,000. We're going to wait for that one. But right now, as long as we hold the support, then we should be good. So keep an eye out for that. That is the Dow. Let's check out the Russell futures. RTY, they are around 1,700. So 1,700 is close to where we're at for the Russell futures. And once again, we are hanging. We're hanging tight. Each chart is showing you that the market could continue to fall. We want to see that this level gets protected. This 1,700 area is critical also. If this doesn't hold, man, what is the next level here? Next level here is going to likely be around this 1,400 area. We'll say 1,400. All right, Russell 1,400 looks to be the next best area if we do continue to fall. And then lastly, on here we will check out the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq is around 11,000. Yeah, we'll round it up, 11,500. We'll put it that way. So around the 11,500 area, and we're going to identify what's the next level here. Next level here is, first of all, we got to make sure that level holds up, but the next level is likely going to be around this 10,000 area. So 10,000 is the next possible area for Nasdaq. So all 4 indexes right now are showing weakness into the open as a residual move from what happened from Wednesday when the Fed came out with the rate hike, which everyone knew about. But regardless of that, the market was ready to sell. We said this before anything news related came out. The market was ready to sell, and it was going to sell no matter what happened because it was ready to sell. Let's protect our money and make sure we get in at the best levels. And let's cover our 6 stocks. We cover Apple, Amazon, Meta Platforms, Netflix, Tesla, and Alphabet. Those are our favorites. Let's jump into them right now. So Apple is at 152.74 is the most recent close. And we can look at the chart here and see that, as we talked about, we had the double top. Anything above around 170 is getting sold. We didn't get anywhere close to that, but we are definitely selling off from where we were at earlier in the week. And I think we do end up closing lower near that 150 area. That is the weekly. Let's take a look at the daily. And the daily is giving you the zoom in look on what is going on. Ooh, look at that. Family, you see what we got going on? Spinning top. That was a spinning top yesterday, and you know what that is. I'm so glad that I'm teaching everybody. This is awesome that you can identify what's happening so you can take action. If you're somebody who's actively involved in the market, you can make a decision very clearly when you see specific signs, because that is the hack when it comes to trading or investing. Making clear decisions, because there is so much news out there that will try to blow smoke up you, and you know what? And make the decisions as cloudy as possible and make it hard for you. So when you're able to get information that says, if you see this, do XYZ, that is amazing. And I'm glad that you're understanding this. This is the spinning top. The spinning top candle is indecisive. And if you have an indecisive signal in a current move, you will follow the current move. It will likely continue. It will be a continuation signal, and that signal is down. So this 150 area is going to get tested more than likely. If it fails, then we know what the next level is, and that is near this 140-ish area. All right, that 140 area is next if we want to buy something with Apple. Start picking up. All right, that's Apple. Let's move on to Amazon. Amazon is at 117.31 was the most recent close, and I've been bearish on Amazon based on this pattern, which we've seen on a multitude of charts. This is the inverted cup and handle pattern. If we end up testing around this 110 area, 110, 105, look out, because we are going to move lower if that breaks. That 110 to 105 area is still the target price. And let's take a look at the daily to see what type of action we had from yesterday. Ooh, this stuff I love. Spinning top once more, spinning top. And we've closed this window. Okay, that gap is closed. And now we are starting to move lower. And you can see here, that's some volatility. So we're going to likely match that and go to the downside. Let's check out this 115 area today, probably for the close, and we'll likely have continuation to eventually test where all these candles are hanging out at. Club 110, getting your ticket. All right, that's Amazon. Let's go on over to Meta, META, and they closed at 142.82. Ah, man, I feel bad for saying buy at that level, but I also don't, because like I said, great entry. All right, we're scaling in. I'm going to scale in on this one. I like Meta. I'm going to actually start getting some around this 140 area because I lost probably about $5,000 this year on it. But that's neither here nor there. There's no reason to invest in something because you lost money in it before. This is still a great entry price. This area, as you can see, has been a bounce zone. All right, that is Meta on the weekly. Let's check it out on the daily. The daily is showing that we recently hit new lows around that 147.87 new low, and we are hovering as close as possible to that. Still a great entry in order to start getting a stock that is likely going to remain for 20, 30 years. I don't see it going anywhere. So getting it right now seems to be a great idea. I like Meta still, even though it is at lows. That's Meta. Let's check out Netflix. NFLX is at 237.05 was the most recent closing. Oh, I think we have a decision, ladies and gentlemen. We have been following this for a while, and we know what to do here. We stayed out of the water, okay? We said anywhere between 250 to 220. We're not messing with it because we want a clear decision. That's the advantage you must have when it comes to investing and trading, is making clear decisions. You got to be able to make clear decisions, because if not, you'll throw money out, and trying to guess is not a good look, especially when it comes to your dollars. We're out of here because we want clarity. Any close above 250 was going to be the entry. Any close below 220 is also going to be the entry. And we have our likely coming close below 220. And here's why I say that. We made an attempt to get above 250. We come back and we come to 250 again, and it is slapped back down once again. And we're likely moving lower. And as you can see, we're at around 233 currently in the pre-market as the market continues to move. So I do see another test at 220 to come, and if it does hit there again, if I'm right, probably going to break it. If we break it, then we're going to head towards the lows around that 180 area. That's the weekly. Let's take a look at the daily to see if we can get any type of signal to help us out here. All right, spinning top once more. Remember, we had the shooting star candle last time we talked, and we said we need confirmation. That confirmation was a close below. What's that right there, family? Confirmation. You close below. This is how reading your chart helps you. Then we had indecisive action at spinning top, likely going to end up moving lower to probably test out that 220. That is what I see for Netflix. Lastly, let's go to, next we'll go to Tesla. Tesla closed at 288.59. So 258.59 is the last close for Tesla, currently dancing around the 285 area in the pre-market. We've highlighted multiple times on here, anything near or above 300 is a sell. And it was up there again. And as we've seen, this candle and this candle has shown any move near that 300 area is not sustainable. And what do we have once more? Near 300, it was not sustainable, and the sellers came in and forced the price down lower. That's not a coincidence. The chart told us exactly what was going to happen. And if it did get above 300, it was going to be very volatile and chop everybody up which way before it finally started to move lower. That's the weekly. Let's take a look at the daily. And the daily gives us that same exact thing. We talked about this 50-day moving average showing some type of strength in order to help it try to boost above 300. But right now, that ain't doing nothing. We're back around that 50-day moving average. Will it bounce or will it not? We're going to see today if it does have that power. If you're bullish on Tesla, remember the price that we want to get in is at Club 225. Club 225 is where we want to get in. All right, any Club 22 whatever. Them 220 areas is going to be what's up. And that's where I would love to get in at Tesla. All right, lastly, let's check out Alphabet, and that is GOOGL. They are at $100.14. That's appetizing. Great entry once more. We talked about the price target of 100 way back when, like right around here when we said 100. All right, maybe not around 120. I started doing this not that long ago. But around 100 is what I said would be the move. So we're here now. What do? I say this is a great entry. This is a great entry. As we can see, candles were hanging out around this 100 area before it took off, and now we're back to test that area. Do I see it falling? I do see it falling, but I do say if you want to start picking some up, it's a great time. 100 is a easy number to remember. It's very psychological, so I don't see a problem with it. If it does move lower, we know what our next price target is around this between 90 to 85 area. And let's check out the daily. The daily is giving us a signal of, yeah, it's dropping. It's dropping. But again, nice entry area. This is what we're looking for in the stocks. All right. So that is all of our stocks. Family, we protecting our money. We are going to protect our money. Buy at the best levels. This is what we're going to preach every single time. Buy at the best levels possible. Right now, the market is continuing to look weak, but it's been wanting to sell for quite some time anyway, and was looking for a reason to start unloading. And as they unload, I want you to scoop something up. I'm definitely going to start buying more of things because there's blood on the floor, right? That money is getting all over the place. Let's take some. Let's pick some of that up. Let's make ourselves rich, all right? Rich, wealthy, however you want to call it. Let's do all of that, all right? Make sure you hit the subscribe button. I want to know what's going on with you, all right? Last time we talked, I want to know what you're doing for fitness. This here is the fitness of your bank account. The fitness of your own health is way more important. Take care of yourself. So what are you doing for fitness? I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm just doing push-ups. All right, I got weights back there, as you can see. That's additional. But before all that, just regular body weight. Anybody who's looking to motivate themselves to do more, start with just doing regular old push-ups. If you can't do the push-ups without being on your knees, no one's around, right? You don't have to worry about all that. Just do the push-ups. I guarantee you'll change your life if you're able to do push-ups, period, all right? That's enough of that. Let's go ahead and enjoy the rest of our weekend. I will check you later. Enjoy yourself. Health is wealth. Peace.